Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to the Soylent Chef episode number 2. What we're going to do here is a small testing of just a very simple recipe of adding homemade pineapple mango jelly to a day's batch of Soylent, and then I'm going to test it at the end and see what happens. So normally when I'm going to eat my Soylent or drink, cook slash blend, I add an entire trays of ice to the blender before adding my water. And again, just like we went over in episode 1, what I normally do is add 34 ounces of water into my 54 ounce pitcher. This way it gets cold, but not too cold. I have experimented with adding more ice. I added 2 trays of ice, and it ended up being very slushy-like. The blender didn't really like that so much, and things didn't end up blending. I actually had to warm up the outside of the pitcher with hot water in order to get the contents liquefied enough in order to blend it. So just like before, again, we're going to start it, put it on slow, or the lowest setting until the ice is blended. Take the lid off, and then slowly add our Soylent into our blender slash oven. Once that's good and blended, I'm going to add the pineapple mango jelly. A friend of mine is the person that actually made this jelly for me. And the jelly is actually very, very, very good on its own. I had a kind of epiphany this morning, and I said, you know what? When I get home from work today, I'm going to try that. And so what I'm going to do here is, apparently that doesn't fit. Maybe you didn't see that, but the quarter measuring cup does not fit through there. So I'm going to have to scoop it out of the jelly jar and fill up my quarter cup and then add it to the Soylent. This whole time it's blending, it's no big deal. As you can see, it's not going to come out of there. It's pretty safe to do whatever you need to do. Once that's full, I'm going to add that in small chunks, or medium-sized chunks, I suppose, to the already blending Soylent. At first, I thought this may be a little much, a little much on the jelly, but I don't know. I like to have my Soylent with a little bit of flavor. And that's a lot of liquid, so a quarter cup of jelly, not so much. Now, if you're using the Soylent for, some hardcore weight loss or something, I probably wouldn't recommend a quarter cup of jelly into that. I don't know offhand how many calories that adds, but it's probably not an insignificant amount. My work phone always going off on me. Turn this off. Anyway, we're going to refill the water up to our desired amount. I like to fill it all the way up to where the lid touches the water when I put it in. With my blender, that seems to be the exact kind of sweet spot where once it's all blended up and nice, I get to add it to my handy dandy Soylent pitcher, and it ends up filling it up just to the recommended amount at the top. It all works out. Anyway, I'm gonna top this off, and I'll be back in a second for the tasting. Okay, let's see how this turned out. I really gotta stop doing the whole thing. collecting my thoughts. But we got mango pineapple Soylent that we just made. Give it a shot. Filling my cup up here to around 10-12 ounces. Kind of hungry. I'm kind of hungry. We'll do 12. That works, right? Anyway, let's give this a shot. Wow. It's actually very pleasant. That looked like it would be a lot of jelly, possibly too sweet, but I don't think so. I like it. It gets my approval. Enjoy.